Again, we're not going to wallow in coronavirus chat. There's 22 other hours of the day that seem to be obsessed with that at this joint, and many others at the moment. But let's talk about politics in a crisis. Now, I get it. An opposition leader is essentially powerless and pointless at a time of a national crisis. So what do? Well, you pop up and do the odd interview here and there. You try to say there's this deficiency and that deficiency when it comes to the system that's in place. But Albo seems to believe that there is a sort of co-sharing arrangement that goes on where the opposition leader is the co-prime minister, regardless of who wins an election or not. He has been doing 1 million interviews a day because, of course, many of the people who want to try to make this bushfires 2.0 will try to use him to make that point. But then he said this today, not quite realising how stupid it was.
We still haven't seen any legislation. If it's the case that they're meeting today for a further stimulus before we've even seen legislation for the first stimulus that's required, then I just say to the government that they need to actually engage. This isn't a one-party state as much as Scott Morrison would like it to be from time to time.
Now, Albo, what is outrageous about what Each Way Albo has been saying here is that he is completely ignoring that there is a national cabinet where the state and federal government are making decisions together at once in the same room based off the same advice. Where last time I checked, the Premier of Western Australia is a Labor politician. The Premier of Victoria, the Premier of Queensland, the Chief Minister of the Northern Territory and the Chief Minister of the ACT. In terms of the number of Liberals that are sitting around, well, you have the Premier of South Australia, Tasmania and New South Wales plus the Prime Minister. That would seem like a pretty even split of Team Red versus Team Blue. This is exactly how the system should be working. The states are in lockstep. They are putting country above party. And it'd be nice to see that the alternative Prime Minister would be able to do the same. Instead, sniping, smart-arsery, doing everything he can to try to make this bushfires 2.0 cheered on by the very same media who are invested in this being bushfires 2.0. There are some dirty games being played here, and I want to congratulate all of the leaders, Team Red or Team Blue, for how they are handling this. For the opposition leaders at the state or federal level who are trying to be opportune about this, read the freaking room. Your job is exactly what Kevin Rudd's is. If you've got the Prime Minister or the Premier's phone number, ring them and say, mate, is there anything I can do? And Albo, you and I both know you haven't done that once.